Hi friends, this is Maggie. So cutting out for my World Watercolor Month Challenge. I don't want to stop doing my weekly videos, so I decided to work on this journal, which is Dilutions Creative Journal, which is awesome from inks. So I decided to play with my inks, and you'll get to see that video. And this is the page I completed. I had the option of pasting the flower. This is one of the watercolor flowers I've done before. Pasting it there and just playing with the folding, so that when you open it, you get the flower right in the center of the two-page, or center of this, of your journal here. But then I seen some people cut them so that is easy to close and open. After I decided to go that route, I don't like it too much, but anyway, but I do want to show you how easy and fun and fast. This was very fast, even though I'm going to speed up the video because I wanted to show you a couple of things that I've been working on. So this is the Dilution Creative Journal, and this is when you can spray inks, merge your pages like that, so you can get the ink on both pages. And so it's fun. This is really fun, but it is a very messy one. I'm actually surprised. I guess because I didn't use so much ink. I usually get my hands with this ink and it'll stay there for a whole day or two until I wash my hands a lot until they goes away. But anyway, so the process will show you how to do this real easy, real quick, real nice and fun, using stamps and all that. You get to see that, but I wanted to show you a couple of the items I was working on. I have decided that with the world excuse me, with the World Watercolor Challenge, I decided that I wanted to dedicate a journal for it, and I started using this journal, but the pages is not so great when you use the watercolor. I mean, it's okay because it gives you a different look, but I usually by the second or third page I'm like, okay, I had enough, I want something else. So I decided to actually, what I did is I cut out the pages I did here, the 2 pages here, and then I did them as a tip-in here on the True Watercolor book, which is, this is good for the challenge because I get to use this. So these 2 are from that journal, which are completely different, and then I actually go into the watercolor. This is something else I did before, but I have my day 4, my day 5, and I'll continue. And then I pretty much, I know because it's 31 days that I'm gonna have to either add more pages because this is not going to be enough, but I'll figure it out. Just wanted to really truly use the watercolor pages for this challenge. So these are some of the pages. This is just my thoughts and prayer. Some of the pages I created right after this one. You guys saw that one. Just created a couple of them. And then I also worked on my little journals too. I worked on this page here. Now this was fun, this page here, because what I did is I inked the page to kind of aged it, and then I used acrylic paint, and then I glued my flowers that I created with watercolor, some stickers, and I've been playing around with scripts and stuff like that, and you'll see me do a couple of items using them because they give such a beautiful look to the page as well. So I'm starting to play with that. You'll get to see that. These are just stamps. This is the For Memo sticker. I didn't like what I had there, but I did like the framing around it. Or actually it was just a frame and I wrote something, it just didn't come out right, and I came back and added a sticker to it and a washi tape. So that was fun, real quick to do. And I have not done anything else here, but I have worked in a few more pages of my Out and About journal, my favorite one, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And it's actually, I think it's from this page because I showed those to you. I finished the little girl. I think I showed you that one. I think this needed to have the color, and I did added the color. Then you see, this is, I don't remember, it's Chinese, and I don't know what word it is, but I thought it was kind of nice to have it there. And then added a quote here and do kind of a page. One day or day one, you decide. I like that one. I share that with my husband because he was having a hard time trying to figure that out. I don't get it. One day or day one, you decide. So it takes a couple of seconds, but he figured it out afterwards. But I was laughing so hard because he was having such a hard time. And then you've seen that one. I completed that. This is some notes that I was taking. Oh, I also wanted to show you that. I was doing an Indian girl, and I like that one. So I think I'm gonna do it again, bigger in my journal. I added another face here, added some notes. This one I saw on Pinterest. It's a little bit different. Obviously, every time I take something from Pinterest, it looks different. But her hair is just like that, and she was only white. I think a little bit of gray. That's it. So I added a little bit more color, and then a little girl with a lollipop, and just some flowers here. And again here, I think, oh my gosh, I should write it here what it means. I know it's a word, but anyway. And then I was practicing because I normally do a lot of faces, but I haven't done a Chinese in girls, so I was working on that too. And then I have this one. I do know that this means breathe. This time I did write it here. And then I added that. So I think that's it. Yes, I showed you everything. I'm gonna go into the video and I'm gonna explain to you what I'm doing just a little bit, and then I'll let the music play for a little bit. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, I'm back. So what I'm doing is I'm spraying water on my page to add the ink or spray the inks on my page. Normally the water helps the ink to spread out, and not only that, but not to be so dark on your page. And for some projects you don't want a very dark page. If you do, you just can add more. So I normally start by doing that. I let those two colors sit there and dry up. And then once they're dry, I'm using I went to dollar store and I found this thing. This is the thing that you put under the rug for so the rug doesn't move, and it has those little squares. So I cut a little piece of that, and now I'm using the Distress White paint from ink, actually from Tim Holtz, I think it is. And I'm just spraying it out to create a shadow, like a white shadow dots in the background. That's a lot of fun. And then I noticed that my little rag still had a lot of paint, so I just turned it around and added the paint on my page. And you can see it there. But because it's dilution, it'll kind of, the color, the white kind of will fade out a little bit. But I do like that. That's a nice, it's a nice design to your page. The next thing I do is I use this, let me see the name of it, pull it up. It is a Stabilo pencil, and it's black. It's really dark black, but when you add water to it, it gets intense. I love it, and I wanted to create this black line across the page. Um, Although at the end I kind of cover it up a little bit, just because of the image I was placing. When you do mixed media, you start with one idea, but then you start adding elements and things will hide away. But it does really works really nice when you use the Stabilo pencil and you're creating those dark lines. Now I'm using the Jane Davenport mermaid inks, and I'm scribbling, just writing, and I used a blue that was kind of light. I should have gotten darker, but that's okay because I added more stuff to this page. um, and But I'll try this again in another project, then I may go darker so you can really truly see those lines. And it's just scripts, around, like if you were writing something on that line. Now I use the vintage stamp here to add that nice design, which is easier to use the stamp than try to recreate for the purpose of time. But I love this stamp a lot. So I'm using that centerpiece that is very scribble script. I love it. And I'm going to use it in the corner there. And you'll see me place it there. I use the black ink. And then I'm just placing it there. And look how beautiful that looks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let music play, and you can see as I'm adding elements, it's not that many things I add to this page, but it was just a simple, nice page and the outcome of it. And then you can use it to do your journal, so you can leave it as is. So I hope you guys enjoy this.